Welcome back as we give you more motoring news updates still on transportation and traffic management concerns and issues. Government's plan to purchase 120 new trains for the light rail transit is on track. Here once again is DJ Suzy with the report.
The plan of the Department of Transportation and Communications, or DOTC, and the Light Rail Transit Authority, or LRTA, to acquire 120 new light rail vehicles for the Light Rail Transit Line 1, or LRT1, has now been set into motion. The DOTC announced that prospective bidders for the contract to supply the LRT1 with 120 new trains can now purchase bid documents. A pre-bid conference was scheduled last October 30, while the deadline for submission and opening of bids has been set for December 14. The Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, is funding the procurement of the 120 new trains, and the bidding is only open to Japanese-led companies or groups. According to the DOTC, the 120 LRVs will be configured to run as 4-car train sets. The supply contract up for bid covers the technical design of the coaches, the procurement of the materials for the manufacture of the LRVs. Bidders will set to be required to submit a project management plan, design and development plan, and a plan for the inspection, testing, and commissioning of the LRVs. The winning bidder will be given at most 3 years to complete the delivery of the LRVs in 2 tranches. The DOTC expects the first tranche of LRVs to be delivered in 2017 and the second in 2018.
Regular riders of the LRT will be happy to know that LRT1 will have more trains, but they will have to wait at least 2 years before the LRVs will be deployed on the line. Continuing, the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board appears to be serious about going after bus operators who operate out of line. It has canceled the franchise of an erring provincial bus line. Here again is Andre Ko with the details.
Acting on a complaint from GV Florida Transport Inc., the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, has revoked the franchise of Everlasting Transport Co. for operating out of line. In an order dated October 19, 2015, the LTFRB also fined Everlasting 1 million pesos for operating the Cagayan to Manila route, which is outside the route specified in its franchise. The bus company was also ordered to surrender the license plates of all its buses. GV Florida had earlier complained to the LTFRB that the out-of-line operations of Everlasting and 2 other bus companies, Guardian Angel Bus Line, Inc. and Universal Guiding Star Bus Line, Inc. on the Cagayan to Manila route affected its profitability. However, only Everlasting was penalized and saw its franchise order revoked. The LTFRB said there was no evidence presented to show that the 2 other bus lines had operated out of line. In its complaint against Everlasting, GV Florida presented fare tickets supposedly issued for the Manila-Cagayan route on April 7 and the Santa Ana-Cagayan to Manila routes on April 9. The ticket presented carried the name of Heaven Blessed Bus Line Express Inc. In responding to the complaint, Everlasting and the 2 other bus firms claimed they had secured special permits from the LTFRB to operate outside their franchise routes during the Holy Week period. However, the LTFRB said these special permits were only valid from March 29 to April 6.
The 1 million peso fine for out-of-line or colorum vehicles was meant to curb the practice and protect legitimate bus companies, proved controversial. However, it looks like the LTFRB is not afraid to impose the penalty to deter colorum operations.